Bà Som chụp điệp xuống. Dear colleagues from ASEAN member states and plus three countries, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant welcome to all of you. It is my great pleasure and privilege to welcome everyone to the hybrid webinar on ASEAN plus three geological mapping technology sharing. On behalf of Ministry of Mine and Energy of the Kingdom of Cambodia, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deepest appreciation to all stakeholders for your important contribution to this hybrid webinar via virtual platform. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, under the ASEAN Mineral Cooperation Framework, the implementation of the work plan activity has been slowed down. However, there are still many significant progresses. Because of the strong commitment and support from our dialogue partner and Asean working group, I would like to congratulate everyone for your effort. Today, we are going to accomplish another work plan under Asean working group on capacity building in mineral WGCBM, which is line item I82, to further development and strengthen our cooperation in the region, especially to enhance the capacity building in the mineral sector. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, from today onward, we will work closely and actively to achieve the action line that lie under MCAP and advancing our partnership for our sustainable mineral development. Your guidance, wisdom, and advice are most welcome. Without further ado, I would like to announce the opening of the hybrid webinar on ASEAN plus three geological mapping technology sharing. Thank you for your kind attention, and I wish today's event a very success. Please stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Kit Leonard. I come from Cambodia, Ministry of Mine and Energy. I'm very glad to give you a short presentation on ASEAN plus 3 geological mapping technology sharing. This is my outline, country profile of mineral resource development, current geological and mineral mapping technique and technology, the process of conducting mapping, geo-information database. First, country profile of mineral resource development management system. In information gathering by geological fieldwork, mostly together with the mining company by annual project budget is very limited. Regional collaboration such as Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Thai, Assam, etc. MOU with China, information data management. Each department has an own and manage a database, having plan to build unified database. Geology existing existing geological map 200,000 scale created by French in 1960. Whole country 14 seats. Some error at many places because remote sensing data was used to compile geological map in many areas. Situation of seamless geology map implemented by VI GMO. 1 per million scale map was compiled among Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam during 1987-1989. Titled Geological Map of Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam. In 2013, it is updated and scale is modified to 1 per 1.5 million scale map of Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam. This is the map. The situation of seamless geological map implemented by BRGM 1 per 200,000 map scale map published in 1972 and 1973, drawn by French in 1960, has been used as the base source for map mentioned above. There are 14 seats covering the country. This is the 14th seat. Mineral resource data. Content of data. 1 per million scale map, digital data in shape file, and it was revised in 2010 by JICA project. Geophysical and geochemical data, gravity, magnetic and radioactive survey, no data available. Mining company have the data required by exploration, but it could be disclosed. Need permission from company, survey data and organization. Job make complete aeromagnetic survey on April 14 based on MOU conclude in 2013. Geophysical data. Area and map scale. North by job make aeromagnetic survey. Northeast by Chorus airborne magnetic survey in 2012. North Central by Chinese company airborne magnetic survey. This is some example of aeromagnetic survey by JobMake. Geochemical data, low density. MOU with China Geological Survey conducted by GDMO CGS Chengdu. Anomaly map, stream sediment sampling, 27 global scale map, scale sample, 1795 national scale sample. Geochemical data, there are 71 elements including silver, gold, copper, arsenic and selenium and aluminum were analyzed and compiled map. This is some example of the anomaly map of each element. Current geological and mineral mapping technique and technology. Remote sensing in mineral exploration. You can see the image. The remote sensing is a non-direct method and applicable for wild area without visiting the site. Ground truth and integration with other data set is very important to make it more effective. Optical sensor data can identify iron oxide mineral, alteration mineral, and rock type. Raster data is particularly useful for geological mapping and mineral exploration, and Landsat H is an alternative. DIM data is useful for identification of geological structure. Geological information can also obtained by using multiple satellite data. How to get satellite data? We can download that satellite data from many various websites, but this is the useful website from USGS Earth Explorer, Google Earth Engine, Amazon Web Service, Jazza, Alos, Palza, Global Mosaic and Forest, Copernicus Open Access Hub, QGIS. And this is the tool that we use for operate and analyze the satellite image. We use NV, QGIS and S3. This is the detail of Aster and Landsat H band. As you see, Aster is it has 14 bands, and each band have their special resolution. About Landsat H, they have it has 11 band, and also they have their own special resolution. This is the band ratio of aster and Landsat. You can get you can get if you want to find the alteration. You can use band ratio 4 divided by 6 for red, green 5 divided by 6, and blue 5 divided by 8. You can see in the chart. And this is the easy way you can find the index for each sensor, such as Landsat H and Aster. And in the like you see in the interface, you can select the sensor and application such as geology, and you click display and it will show like the photo. And also the same Aster. Aster data and mineral spectra, visible to near infrared data, 15 resolution, clear and high resolution map, identification of iron oxide mineral, identification of vegetation, short wave infrared data is 30 meter resolution, identify alteration mineral, carbonate mineral. And the last one is thermal infrared data, 90 meter resolution, identification of the rock type. And this is the band ratio, like I said before. If you want to discriminate the alteration minerals using Aster image, you can do the band ratio for red, band 4 divided by band 6, green band 5 divided by band 6, and the last one blue band 5 divided by band 8. Yes, you can get the argillic mineral in advanced argillic mineral in red color, phyllic alteration color green, and prophylitic alteration is color blue. And this is the final image of band ratio. About geological mapping, normally we do the sampling around 30 centimeter deep, and the weight is about 1 kilogram. And most of the sample we are collected, they are collected at the first and the second order stream. This is the flow chart of preparing geochemical sample. Marine geological mapping, work arrangement of coastal geological survey, shallow seismic section survey, and single beam monitoring water depth, surface sediment and core sediment sampling, sedimentary dynamic survey, tidal flat topography monitoring. This is the plan map that we use for marine geological survey. You can see the blue line is single beam shallow seismic, and the red dot is surface sampling, and the square pink is sedimentary and sediment core sampling. Yes, and the blue pin is beach profile. And for the symbol like the boat, the red color is sedimentary dynamic. Yes. Marine geological survey equipment such as those equipment are for shallow seismic section survey and single beam monitoring. And some equipment are used for sampler, yes, for sampling. Crab sampler, box sampler, gravity piston sampler. Geological mapping. Basic step of geological mapping consists of observation and measurement in the field, taking sample and analyze sample in laboratory. Geological mapping is a multidisciplinary method that combine petrology, structure geology, geomorphology, paleontology, stratigraphy, and sedimentary, etc. Sedimentology, etc. Geological mapping consists of two kinds of based on selection trajectory. Systematic mapping, we use it combined together with geochemical mapping, smart mapping. Geological mapping, systematic mapping is done by mapping technically only without considering geomorphology, the distribution of morphogeology, or geological structure pattern. This is the plan map. The point is sampling map we array by the grid. Geological map, smart mapping is used for several reasons, such as that the mapping area is too large, mapping time is short, or the lithology variation are relatively homogeneous. We're looking for where's the available outcrop, the key area of interest, such as shear zone. Spend less time in area where the rock are uniform. So this is the map that we and the blue point is the sampling map. The blue point is the sampling area or the checkpoint. Geological mapping consists of three stages: pre-mapping, mapping, and post-mapping. The first one, pre-mapping, we use remote sensing. Mostly we use remote sensing to minimize the study area to the potential area. And pre-mapping, we need topographic map, satellite image, regional geological map, land use map, geological research for the area that we map, geological map of mapping area if available. After all secondary data collected, analysis can be started. The aim of analysis process is to determine the following point: landscape and strike depth of bedding, a distribution of rock unit or formation, geological structure pattern, and route map. Mapping stage is we need mapping tool, subgear, route map, and you need to control your time and mapping track, open or close polygon, finding outcrop, a boundary, a contact, data recording, sketch, sampling. We do geological mapping while at the same time we sampling the sample for geological mapping also, and stratigraphy measurement. And post mapping, we can compile a standard geological and geochemical map using the collecting data such as lithology, geological structure, geomorphology, and geological mapping, geological data from the field observation and lab result. This is the sample of geological map that I have been working on, and the second one is the anomaly map of copper element in that area, because I use the same systematic mapping. So I collect each point, like I showed in the previous slide. So we move to Geo Information Database. Unified Geo Information Database is still in progress. ASEAN Mineral Database, Geospatial Information System, MDIS, Geo Information Sharing Infrastructure for East and Southeast Asia, launched in 2018 in Langkawi, and in Cambodia portal you can find the quadrangle geological map 14 set, scale 1 per 200,000, fold map, minerals resource map, raster image, etc. And this is and you can find all the geological information of Cambodia in Asian Mineral Database Spatial Information System, MDIS, and also in Geo Information Sharing Infrastructure for East and Southeast Asia in Cambodia portal. You can also find the same geological and mineral database of Cambodia. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mr. Sanyakon Hupasert, Technical Official from Department of Geology and Mineral, Ministry of Energy and Mine of Laos PDR. Today is my pleasure to present about ASEAN Plastic Geological Mapping Technology Sharing of Laos PDR. Today I have 5 content to talk about. Firstly, overview of Laos. Secondly, overview of the Department of Geology and Minerals. Thirdly, status for geological and mineral resource map. Fourthly, the Department of Geology and Mineral and CGS China Geological Survey cooperative project on geological and geochemical mapping. Fifth, Mineral Development Plan in 2021 until 2025. Now let's begin with overview of Laos. Lao People Democratic Republic, located in Southeast Asia, surrounded with 5 countries: the north with China, the south with Cambodia, the east with Vietnam, the southwestern with Thailand, and the northwestern with Myanmar. The capital city of Laos is Vientiane. The total country area with 236,800 square kilometers. The population around 7 million. The official language is Lao. Regarding regional geological setting of Laos, Laos, located in Indochina terrain, consists of significant tectonic belts. The first Sukhothai Fault Belt or Sukhothai terrain, located in northwestern of Laos, and the second Loi Luang Habang Fault Belt, extend the northern in Laos to the Loi province in Thailand. Third, Trang Shan Belt is northwest to southeast trending. Fourth, the Korat Plateau. The Korat Plateau mostly covering by Thailand territory. However, there are minority with Laos. Regarding about potential mineral resources, based on the geological setting of Laos, has high potential for bauxite, potash, copper, gold, nickel, tin, iron, lead, zinc, rare earth element, and gypsum. About overview of the Department of Geology and Mineral. The Department of Geology and Mineral, called as DGM, was established in 2006, which belongs to Ministry of Energy and Mines, consists of 6 divisions and 1 geological survey unit, with the total staff of 76 people. The main role and mandate are to: first, conduct basic geological and mineral survey, mapping based data related geology and mineral difference. Second, formulate strategy geology and mineral development plan. Third, formulate legal document related to geology and mineral activity. Fourth, maintain and manage geological mineral data bank and provide geoscientific information to local and foreign institutions and private investment sector. 5. Technical monitor mining operation during prospecting and exploration. Let's move to status for geological and mineral resource map. In present, Laos has completed the geological map scale of 1 per 1,500,000, covering total area, supported by UN, and finished geological and mineral map scale of 1 per 1 million, covering total area country, supported by British Geological Survey. And then in 2006 until 2008, supported by JICA to modify geological and mineral resource map, except both of two scale of geological and mineral resource map. Now we had been conducting geological and mineral map scale of 1 per 200,000, covering 162,104 square kilometer, equal 68.64% of the total country area. In terms of cooperation between DGM and CGS, according to the minutes of meeting MOM between the former Ministry of Land and Resources of the People's Republic of China and the former Ministry of Industry and Handicraft of the People's Democratic Republic on April 19, 2006, agreement of cooperative project on geological and geochemical mapping in Laos was signed in December 2011 and is supplementary agreed in May 2014 between CGS and DGM. The project overview. The project has two components. The first, geological and geochemical mapping scale of 1 per 200,000, and second, global and national scale geochemical mapping. This is flowchart of working. The first, CGS design and planning, and second, DGM and CGS go to field work for collect sampling. After that, send to ICGG for analysis. After that, when we get analysis result, DGM and CGS manage data together and then output to map and final report. Regarding to talent training, during the project implementation, training course on basic principle and method of geological and geochemical mapping had carried out for project working team, include fieldwork training. More than 20 geologists from DGM attended the training. Chengdu Center of CGS also provide the technical support and talent training for geological prospection, exploration, and mineral analysis service center. The project outputs includes the reports of regional geological mapping with geological map in the northern of Laos. The current project between DGM and CGS on geological and geochemical mapping. The cooperative project on geological and geochemical mapping of the Park Lai and Mueang Kan Thao sheets at scale of 1 per 200,000 is signed by CGS and DGM in 2017. This program is undertaken by Chengdu Center, China Geological Survey, as well as the participating exploration units of the North China Geological Exploration Bureau and Sichuan Bureau of Geology, Mineral Resources Panxi Geological Team, with an area of 9,361 square kilometers. This is our fieldwork picture. Regarding to Mineral Development Plan 2021 until 2025, first, continue to survey and create a basic geological and mineral map with a scale of 1 per 200,000 in the area that had not been implemented with an area of 74,696 square kilometer, equal 31.54% of the total area of country, to complete 100% by 2025. Second, improve database of geology, geohazard, geotourism, geomuseum that can support scientific study and research regarding mineral. Third, promote the use of high technology in geology work and apply new application to estimate natural resource and reserve. Fourth, promote the use of high technology to assess the potential and develop high value mineral and low value mineral, non-ferrous metal for industry and rare earths. Fifth, strictly select the investor to invest the mining sector. Focus on the companies who have experience and success in mining. Six, promoting the participation of community in development mineral resources. 7. Improve policy regulation to manage and develop of the mineral for the highest benefits. 8. Continue to cooperate with strategy-friendly countries together. Study, analyze, research deeply in order to clearly understand geoscience. Now it brings me to the end of conclusion. You guys can see that the geological and mineral resource mapping in Laos have been improved time to time with technical support from international organizations and neighboring countries. We also have clear strategy plan to ensuring this work can support mineral development, which is a key sector of Laos for socio-economic development. Last but not least, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to provide this opportunity to join the webinar. I'm looking forward to further cooperate with you. Thank you.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to you all. First of all, I would like to say thank you to the organizer of webinar on ASEAN Plus 3 Geological Mapping Technologies Sharing from Cambodia. My name is Yusari bin Basiran. I'm a Deputy Director, Mineral Resource from the Department of Mineral and Geoscience Malaysia, with a nickname as JMG. Currently, I'm attached with JMG State Office in the southern part of Peninsular Malaysia, that is in the state of Johor, which is next to our neighboring country, Singapore. Today, I will present the country report, Malaysia. First of all, I would like to give you the outline of my presentation today. First, the introduction, the objective of my department, which tell us about the main tasks to achieve and how could we contribute to the nation development progress. Secondly, I will present the country's profile of mineral resources development for Malaysia's mineral production and trade. Then, I will briefly touch on current geological mapping techniques or technology. In these subtopics, I will give an example, one of JMG's development project that has been done, that is follow-up survey for core resources in the state of Sarawak. And then, follow by the process of conducting geological mapping. In this subtopic, I will also give an example with follow-up survey for core resources in the state of Sarawak. And then, I would like also touch a bit about sectors of geoinformation databases in Malaysia, the role which led us toward developing our own geoinformation infrastructure so that we can manage and distribute all the information effectively to the stakeholders and relevant agencies. And lastly but not least, a way forward. Introduction. GMD vision is to spearhead stewardship of minerals and geoscience development towards year 2025. And furthermore, GMD's mission is to contribute to nation economic competitiveness and quality of life through the effective utilization of mineral and geoscience information, expertise services, and researches. Whereas the strategic objectives are strengthen human capital management and organizational capacity, strengthen the capacity of mineral activities in the aspects of exploration, development, and promotion, strengthen the implementation of highly specialized geoscience services in sustainable development, and strengthen mineral research, development, commercialization, and innovation, or RDC&I. The strategic objective can be simplified as steps which refer to spiritual, teamwork, excellence, and professionalism. GMG function can be generalized into 5 areas, which included mineral and geoscience survey, lab services, regulation and enforcement, expert services, RDC&I. Countries' profile of mineral resource development, which refer to Malaysia mineral production and trade. As you see in the slide, Malaysia's mineral production from the year 2015-2019 ranging from USD 1.33 billion to USD 1.7 billion, where the highest value is in the year 2015. In terms of GDP contribution, it was contribute only 0.7%. That's why when our previous Prime Minister launched Industrial Mineral Transformation Plan, or TIM, 2021-2030 in 22nd April 2021, among the main target is to increase the GDP contribution of mineral production to 1% by 2030, inshallah. As you can see, the mineral production in the year 2019 was USD 1.52 billion, where the contribution of non-metallic mineral was USD 1.02 billion, or 67.4%, followed by metallic mineral with USD 426 million or 28.1%, and energy mineral with USD 68 million or 4.5%. The trend of mineral production was also same in the year 2018. In the year 2019, Malaysia's mineral production was USD 1.52 billion, whereas the production of mineral-based product amounted to USD 20.43 billion. It is shown a huge value added in the manufacturing industry. During the year, about USD 1.59 billion value of mineral were exported compared to USD 5.49 billion were imported from the source country. It shows that Malaysia is actually a net importer of mineral. Malaysia also export about USD 11.52 billion mineral-based product compared to USD 16.33 billion were imported during the year. It is also shows that Malaysia also a net importer of mineral-based product. As you can see in the slide, the number of active mines in 2019 were 155, which employ about 6,323 personnel, which include management, technical, and worker. The state of Pahang has the highest number of mines with 65 mines, followed by Terengganu, 21 mines, and Kelantan, 90 mines, and the rest. In the same year, there is 401 quarries that have been operating throughout the country, where Sarawak has the highest number of quarries with 66 quarries, followed by Johor, 65 quarries, Pahang, 58 quarries, and the rest. The slide shows the Malaysia's import of mineral in the year 2019. Coal was the highest in terms of value with USD 2.99 billion. Indonesia was the biggest import source country, accounted about 62%, followed by Australia, 26%, and Russia, 8%. Indonesia was the biggest Malaysia trading partner with a value of USD 1.84 billion. As you can see, the slide shows the Malaysia's export of mineral in the year 2019. Iron ore was the highest in terms of value with USD 972 million, where China was the biggest export destination country, accounted to 70%, followed by Vietnam 12% and Switzerland 10%. China was the biggest Malaysia trading partner with a value of USD 966 million. Malaysia's import and export of mineral-based product 2019. The slide shows the Malaysia's import of mineral-based product in the year 2019. Iron and steel was the highest in terms of value with USD 6.38 billion. China was the biggest import source country, amounted to 21%, followed by Japan 15% and Republic of Korea 13%. China was the biggest Malaysia's trading partner with a value of USD 2.99 billion. The slide also shows the Malaysia's export of mineral-based product in the year 2019. Iron and steel was the highest in terms of value with USD 4.56 billion. China was the biggest export destination country, amounted to 13%, followed by Indonesia 11% and Thailand 9%. China was the biggest Malaysia trading partner with a value of USD 1.99 billion. Current geological mapping techniques or technology development. In this topic, I will give an example with one of the projects that has been done under the Malaysia's development project, that is follow-up survey for core resources in Petalong area in the state of Sarawak. All the data that has been captured or observed or collected in the study area will be put in the Energy DAT, which is one of the module under Mineral and Geoscience Information System or MIN-GEOSYS. The inputs that should be included were project information, area information, exploration, which include company, consultant, and other information, reference, reserve, outcrop, which include location and description, drill hole, which include general info, drilling record, geophysical log, and lithology log, SIM, which include description and assignment, sample, which include outcrop and drill core, and lastly, analysis result, which include geochemical and petrographical. The process of conducting geological mapping. From the previous reconnaissance survey that has been done in the study area, the potential area, that is Petalong block, was very potential to do further study for the potential of core resources. The map using ArcGIS, which contained observation location, drill hole, and pitting, was prepared. It is also shown the depth of all observation at all locations of the study area. Geophysics study, which is done by ourselves or internally, has been done in the study area using resistivity 2D method, which can identify low core resistance range in 20 to 50 ohms, and the result of the study were aims to suggest the location of drilling point. Hand drilling method using portable handheld drill was done with a depth up to 7 meters. A total of 10 drill holes has been done in the study area by JMG's Sarawak team. From the follow-up survey that has been done in the area, we can conclude that 7 coal seams were identified, and also we can produce a map with depths at all observation points as a result. Based on the follow-up survey that has been done in the study area, core resources at Petalong block can be calculated using United Nations Framework Classification or UNFC as shown in the slide. Calculations were based on parameters where minimum thickness of coal is 0.5 meters, distance or radius calculation is 1,200 to 4,800 meters, cut-off value depth up to 500 meters, and geology and formation boundary. The slide shows the photos that have been captured in the study area. The upper right photo shows the hand auguring at height of 390 meters at mean sea level. The thickness of the coal found was 1.1 meters at a depth of 1.8 meters. The lower part of the slide shows the core sample that has been collected from auguring process. Geoinformation databases, which refer to MinGeoSys or Mineral and Geoscience Information System. GMG's role in geoinformation work as the national repository for all information related to mineral and geoscience, to collect, analyze, and disseminate data and information, to develop JS-ready dataset and metadatas, act as a national data provider, which connecting 12 branch office or GMG site over 15 states through the net, and nesting a huge amount of data collected over 100 years since the existence of GMG. Mineral and Geoscience Information System, or MinGeoSys, act as a national data bank for the management of all geoscience information and national mineral resource since 2008. MinGeoSys were the centralized web-based system which comprises both textual and spatial database. It contained each textual database module which included hydrodat for groundwater, IMDAT for industrial mineral or non-metallic mineral, MINDAT for mine, QuarryDat for quarry, EnergyDat for energy mineral, GeoChemDat for geochemistry, MetalDat for metallic mineral, and lastly, EngeoDat for engineering geology. Way forward. The Department of Mineral and Geoscience, or JMG, will implement the development of the Mineral and Geoscience Geospatial Information System, or MinGeoGIS, as a national spatial data bank for the management of all geoscience information and national mineral resources to replace the Textural Mineral and Geoscience Information System, or MinGeoSys, that have been used since year 2008. Secondly, to develop a comprehensive and integrated MinGeoGIS system within 30 months, covering all major activities of GMG for the production of geospatial products that are easily accessible and shared in accordance with the Client Charters and Prescribed Act, that is Geological Survey Act 1974. MinGeoGIS, or Mineral and Geoscience Geospatial Information System, comprises 5 stages, which as shown in the slide. First is data input, which comprises of GMG raw data and external raw data. Secondly is geospatial database, which comprises of data managing, standardization, processing, and editing. Third is module, which include data catalog and services. Fourth is geoportal, which comprise dashboard, admin, and story map. And lastly, users, which include internal or stakeholder, other agency, and for the private and public. JMG's integrated geospatial data management, which is integration department data, conversion from hard copy data, with external agency data through NATSIS or National Geospatial Terrain and Information System, will be produced the JMG's main products such as geological map, mineral resource map, and seismic hazard map. This integrated geospatial data management will be benefit or have an impact in terms of improving the quality of departmental services, accelerate planning permission approval, which involve one-stop center or AC for local authority, reduce the impact of disaster on property and life in development for resilient development, improving yields through the determination of mineral resource, and lastly, improving the country's water supply resources through the determination of groundwater. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude my presentation, I would like to say terima kasih or thank you. Thank you for your patience. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, Mingalaba. My name is Dr. Solia. I'm a director from Department of Geological Survey and Mineral Exploration, Ministry of Natural Resources and Environmental Conservation, Myanmar. Honorable senior officials and delegates, first of all, I would like to extend my wish for the physical and mental well-being to you all. On behalf of Department of Geological Survey and Mineral Exploration, Ministry of Natural Resources and Environmental Conservation, I would like to express my sincere thanks to organizing committee for the invitation and opportunity to deliver the presentation of this workshop. It is great pleasure and high privilege for me to meet all of you and take a speech on this excellent event. As a representative of Myanmar, my appreciation and thanks go to all delegates for the participation and your sharing knowledge on geoscience and geology mineral resources. Myanmar is rich in natural resources there. Among these, mineral resources are being planned and implemented by the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environmental Conservation, MONREC, in accordance with the Myanmar mining law, rules and regulations by the approval of the government. Myanmar is endowed with resources of arable land, natural gas, mineral deposits, fisheries, forestry, and manpower. As you know, Myanmar is endowed with extensive varieties of mineral resources of precious stones, metallic, non-metallic, and industrial raw minerals. That's why mineral exploration had been undertaken for centuries with old mining history in Myanmar. The policy of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environmental Conservation is not to make new investment on its own, but to encourage foreign and local investors to invest in mining sector. At present, according to the privatization of MONREC, has licensed the whole existing mines and known deposits to the local and foreign investors for production. Foreign companies or investors shall have to start from the grassroots level of exploration and feasibility study at the interested potential areas if they decide. The geological units of Myanmar range in age from Precambrian to recent, and morphologic and tectonic features of the stratigraphic unit follow a general north-south trend. They are more or less related to the stratigraphy and tectonic study of neighboring countries of India, China, Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia. The territory of Myanmar is traditionally divided into 5 parallel north-south trending Moho tectonic belts from east to west. One million scale digitized geological map of Myanmar was published by Department of Geological Survey and Mineral Exploration in 2008. It is synthesized the mineralization proposed in 8 mineral belts. They are tin tungsten iron belt, antimony belt, lead and silver copper belt, gold copper iron belt, nickel chromite iron, copper gold platinum and jade belt, iron manganese belt, white gas and gold belt, precious gemstone belt. Myanmar at present can be categorized as 4 major richness on the status of mineral resources. Very rich in jade, ruby, sapphire, limestone, rich in copper, lead, zinc, tin, tungsten, gold, barite, fairly rich in antimony, silver, nickel, gypsum, iron, manganese, poor in chromite, PGM minerals, radioactive minerals, diamond, fertilizer minerals, fluoride, bauxite, mercury, kaolin, phosphor, quartz, bentonite, minerals, and rare earth elements. Round about 60 mineral commodities and more than 2,000 occurrences has been already found in Myanmar. There are 5 primary gold deposit styles in Myanmar. They are mesothermal gold quartz lode, porphyry style copper gold and its related epithermal gold along the central magmatic arc and epithermal gold in suture zone at the eastern Shan State. Sediment hosted epithermal gold mineralization along the Sakai Fault Zone, mesothermal and epithermal gold mineralization in the Cambodia belt, gold copper scan and mesothermal veins in marble, gneiss, and granite within Mogul Metamorphic Belt and Jurassic bubble of trapetites. And slate belt style mesothermal gold was found in Chaumaji and Maui groups. More than 100 occurrences of copper mineralizations are recorded in Myanmar, but most of them are of minor importance. Copper mineralization is found within the central volcanic arc as porphyry copper high sulfidation deposits around Moyua area and continuous to Kolin area. Copper is also found at Mandalay region, Sabedao, and Shan State as the hydrothermal sources. More than 300 occurrences of lead and silver mineralization are recorded in Myanmar. There are 5 different mineralization styles, and they are volcanogenic massive sulfide types, Mississippi Valley type, cavity filling vein types, fissures, stockwork skarn type, zinc carbonate deposits. Tin dusty deposits are one of the most important mineral resources in Myanmar. They occurs along the granitic belt in Southeast Asia Peninsula, distributed over more than 1,200 kilometers in Myanmar, with more prominent in dusting toward the north. Tin dusting all occur in close association with S-type granite and related Neometallurgic rocks emplacement during Mesozoic. The country rocks of these intrusive massives consist of the plastic metasediment rocks of Carboniferous age. Most of the cassiterite is mined from laser, while testing is mined from hard rock veins. Nickel chromite mineralizations occurs in close association with ultramafic igneous rocks of Ophiolite belt emplacement during late Cretaceous to early Eocene. At Widong and Takao, the deposits have formed as a result of tropical weathering of ultramafic rocks. Chromite deposits are of widespread in Myanmar, being related to nasal trending of Ophiolite lands close to nickel deposits. They are found as oriform chromite and residual deposits dispersing near the primary sources. Over 10 nickel and 40 chromite occurrences are recorded in widespread most parts of the Takao belt and the western ranges. More than 100 occurrences of antimony mineralizations are recorded in Myanmar. The majority of antimony mineralization occurs in plastic sediments of the Magui group of Carboniferous age and in the Paleozoic carbonate of Ordovician, Silurian, and Permian age. Several antimony occurrences are in the late Paleozoic rocks. Antimony ores are generally found in veins or lenses, pockets, or both as epithermal origin. The best known antimony deposit with high-grade ore is at the Butte Kayin State near Thai border. The iron ore deposits of northern Shan State are residual type. At Jadwinyi, 22-meter thick limonite, hematite raw ores covering Devonian dolomites and sandstones. The reserve is about 3 million tons with the grade of 54% of Fe. At the Pimpet near Taungi, the iron ore deposits is represented by primary hematite mineralization bounded in two regional fault systems in the plateau limestone same skanta. Iron ore deposits at Pataindo, Bagan, and Chuegu areas in Kachin states are related to the ultrabasic rocks. Over 60 manganese occurrences have been recorded in Myanmar at Tachile, Maipyak, Mayan, and Mayong areas of eastern Shan states, near Chabrong of central Myanmar, Popo area, southern Shan state, and the southern Tenintai archipelago of Power Island. Manganese deposits of Tachile, Maipyak, central Myanmar, and Power Islands are associated with volcanogenic sediments and volcanic rocks, while non-volcanogenic at southern Shan state associated with limestone. Manganese deposits at the eastern Shan states are recently found and seem a huge potential such as seabeds. Over 500 coal occurrences are recorded in Myanmar, mainly in tertiary basin of the Central Cenozoic belt and late tertiary in the mountain basins developed within the Shantai block. Lignite to subbituminous coal can be found in tertiary sediments emeralds, and subbituminous coal can be found in Jurassic sediments emeralds. Moreover, Myanmar has some industrial minerals such as clay, pyrite, bauxite, and phosphate, gypsum, and limestone. Myanmar is well known for famous jadeite, jade, and gemstone. The world's largest jadeite deposit is found in Pakan and Loken area of Kachin State, north of Myanmar, both in primary jadeite dikes associated with ultrabasic and Urubulder conglomerate of Pleistocene age as placer deposits. One of the most important mineral resources in Myanmar. The world's finest famous ruby, sapphire, and other assorted gemstones are produced from Mogo Japin of Mandalay region, Manchu of Shan State. And ruby is found in marble, crystalline limestone as primary and best quality of ruby, and sapphire are found in placer deposits. Sapphire is also found in pegmatite silts of magmatic origins as primary. Finally, I wish joint study of geoscience to be promoted soon among ASEAN Plus 3 countries, and also I would like to wish you all a fruitful webinar among ASEAN Plus 3 countries. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Good morning to all the participants of this webinar on ASEAN Plus 3 Geological Mapping Technologies Sharing. I am Maybelline Cepeda of the Lands Geological Survey Division of the Philippine Mines and Geosciences Bureau. I will be presenting the country report of the Philippines. The outline of my presentation include the Philippines profile of mineral resources development, the current geological mapping techniques or technology we use in the office, the process on how we conduct geological mapping, and our geoinformation databases. The creation of the Mines and Geosciences Bureau dates back during the Spanish regime in the 1800s. It is known as the Inspection General de Minas. It took charge of the administration and disposition of minerals and mineral lands. At present, by virtue of the Republic Act number 7942, known as the Mining Act of 1995, it became a line bureau under the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. With regard to the mineral resources development in the Philippines, we have several geosciences programs and projects in the MGB. In terms of mineral resources and geosciences development, we have two priority programs, namely the National Mineral Reservation Program and the Geologic Quadrangle Mapping Project. The National Mineral Reservation Program and Geologic Quadrangle Mapping were being handled by the Lands Geological Survey Division, which has the following functions, namely managing the national geoscience programs on land geoscientific surveys and establishment of mineral reservations. We also conduct research and development on geosciences and provide geological laboratory and information services. The Philippines has a total land area of 300,000 square kilometers with a total shoreline of 35,286 kilometers. Out of its total land area, about 2.7% are covered by mining tenements. 90,000 square kilometers have been identified as sites of high mineral potential. The figure to the right shows the different tectonic features such as the Philippine Plate, Philippine Trench, the Manila Trench, and the Philippine Fault. These features largely contributed most to the mineralization in the country. The figure to the left shows a simplified geology of the Philippines, showing the distribution of the different rock types, such as the limestone, volcanic rocks, intrusive rocks, and ultramafic rocks. While to the right shows the major mineral districts, which are mostly located in the northern and southern extremities of the country. Most of the mineral deposits are structurally controlled or are mostly in subduction related to ocean island arc settings. Therefore, hydrothermal types are the most prevalent deposit types in the Philippines, examples of which are the porphyry copper gold systems, epithermal gold, and skarn deposits. The convergence that occurs in such tectonic processes forms the metallogenic provinces in the Philippines, one of the most prominent being the one located at the eastern Mindanao range, which is south of number 8 in the central figure. There are now a total number of 16 mineral potential areas or districts in the Philippines, and majority of these areas have the potential for copper, gold, and chromite mineralization. The mineral resources included in the Philippine minerals industry are classified into two, namely the metallic such as the gold, copper, chromite, nickel, and iron, and the non-metallic such as the sand and gravel, marble, limestone, clay, and aggregates. The table shows the comparison of the Philippine metallic mineral production for 2019 and 2020 available in the MGB website. With regards to the recent status and projects of the MGB, in terms of mineral resources, we have the Geologic Quadrangle Mapping Project. The geologic mapping is a core function of the MGB, and we provide the geologic maps and related geological information to stakeholders which will be useful for the development of countries' mineral, energy, and water resources, and for environmental protection, land use classification, planning, and development. A 1:50,000 scale geologic quadrangle mapping has been implemented by MGB since mid-1950s. And starting in 2016, the Mines and Geosciences Bureau implemented a new and systematic geologic mapping project. On the right, this figure shows an index to the 1:50,000 scale geologic maps. For the National Mineral Reservation Program, mineral reservations are delineated tracts of land, including offshore areas where minerals possibly exist in sufficient quantity and quality that we set aside and are proclaimed by the Philippine government for mining, extraction, and the utilization of minerals therein for economic development and utilization. The legal basis of the National Mineral Reservation Program were anchored on the 1987 Philippine Constitution and the Philippine Mining Act of 1995. The Philippine Mining Act of 1995 gave the Mines and Geosciences Bureau the mandate as the primary government agency under the DNR, responsible for the creation, management, development, and proper use of the country's mineral resources. The Philippines' potential for growth can be viewed in terms of its mineral prospectivity, or the minerals per square kilometer. We rank number 4 in gold, number 6 in copper, and number 7 in nickel worldwide, based on the mining industry statistics table of MGB released in July 1, 2010. The minerals on the ground is valued at $840 billion by the USGS. And with the following percentage land area distribution, 30% consisted of geologically prospective areas for metallic minerals, 2.7 are the land areas covered by approved mining tenements, 12% are the protected areas, and the rest, 58%, refers to the other land areas in the Philippines, including the ancestral domains. For 2021, there are 4 major activities of the National Mineral Reservation Program, namely the management of established or existing mineral reservation areas, establishment of new mineral reservation areas. We also conduct research and development or special projects, which consisted of exploration for rare earth elements or REEs, metallurgical pilot test for low-grade iron or scandium, and mineral assessment of sand and gravel and dredge fill materials. We also administer the program. The total area of existing mineral reservations, excluding the offshore areas, is equivalent to 443,687.87 hectares. On the map are the locations of the 8 existing mineral reservation areas. The establishment of new mineral reservation areas includes exploration and other activities, such as securing tenural and sectoral clearances, gathering environmental baseline data, conducting information and education campaign, and public consultations. Of the existing mineral reservation areas, 8 are found on land and all offshore areas within territorial waters of the Republic of the Philippines. So this is the location of the existing mineral reservation areas, including the offshore areas, which are the waters, the territorial waters of the Philippines. Next, I will be discussing the methodologies we used in carrying out our geologic mapping activities, including our mapping techniques and technology. Under the National Geological Quadrangle Mapping Program, the Mines and Geosciences Bureau has the mandate to undertake systematic geological mapping on a 1:50,000 scale of the entire country. There are 970 quadrangle maps to be accomplished. And before the program, 423 maps were published. And at present, of the 547 quadrangles with no maps, 360 were already surveyed. The following are the objectives of the National Geological Quadrangle Mapping Project. The geological quadrangle maps serve as tools for recognizing resources within and around the vicinity of the mapped areas. These maps have become essential in other aspects of national importance and are very important in mineral exploration, energy and water resources development, geohazard delineation, land use classification, planning and development, environmental studies, infrastructures or public works, and disaster preparedness and risk reduction and mitigation. The project consisted of 4 main components, namely the data compilation, data generation, field geological mapping, which includes the sampling and data interpretation and production of the geologic maps in the scale of 1:50,000. For our methodologies, we have activities before the fieldwork, during the fieldwork, and after the fieldwork. Before going to the field, we do data compilation by reviewing previous works, literatures, and maps whenever they are available, and data generation through topographic maps, aerial photos, digital elevation models, and other remote sensing images like IFSAR. We also coordinate with the provincial and local government offices. And lastly, but the most important is to prepare and plan for the fieldwork. During the fieldwork, we usually make courtesy calls to the government officials before we do the actual fieldwork, which includes geologic mapping and sampling. And after which a progress report and a draft geologic map is prepared to be discussed during an exit conference with the local government units. After the fieldwork, we prepare the rock samples and submit it to different types of laboratory analysis. It is followed by interpretation and integration of the field and laboratory results. And lastly is the technical report writing and finalization of the geologic maps. This is a sample map output generated using the ArcGIS software. With regard to our geoinformation database, the creation and processing of MGB's geologic, geohazard, and mineral reservation maps are done in partnership with ESRI. The platforms used in the general processing, digitizing, and layouting of maps are the ArcMap and ArcGIS Pro. A geodatabase is a database designed to store, query, and manipulate the geographic information and spatial data. The local geodatabase, or GDB, is the native data format for ArcGIS. It is a data storage container that defines how the data is stored, accessed, and managed by the ArcGIS. The multi-user databases can be very large and support multiple concurrent editors. The geologic survey data can be directly inputted while working on the field through the ArcGIS Survey 123 application that works on smart devices and which makes the data readily available in the ArcGIS platform. For field-based applications, we use the Survey 123. The Survey 123 is a field-based application using ArcGIS. It is a simple and intuitive form-centric data gathering solution wherein the fieldman can input their observation points and interpretation in real time or when they get back from the field. The information provided will be automatically synchronized in the ArcGIS multi-user platform for future review and editing. This web application ensures the quality assurance and quality control of the geologic data uploaded in the server. This interface allows the users to update the status of the geologic mapping of each quadrangle. It also serves as a venue to inquire and resolve any issues on the seamlessness and correctness of the images. This is a sample web interface for reference and program or project monitoring. Thank you for listening and have a good day.
Country Report of Thailand by Department of Mineral Resources. Topic consists of country's profile of mineral resources development, current geological mapping techniques technology, the process of conducting geological mapping and geoinformation database. Start with the first topic, which is about the country's profile of mineral resources development. Thailand is located in the middle mainland Asia, covering an area of about 513,120 square kilometers. Thailand geography is characterized by the Northwest Highlands, a central Chao Phraya River plain, an upland Karat Plateau, and the Gulf of Thailand. Thailand has a long history of mineral resources development. The mining industry began a century ago from tin mines in the south. In 1891 King Rama V established the Royal Department of Mines and Geology to manage the mining industry. Then, mineral exploration started a few decades later and the first report The Abundance of Mineral Resources of Thailand was published in 1939. During 1949 to 1951, a reconnaissance geologic investigation of the mineral deposit of Thailand was made by the United Geological Survey or USGS and the Royal Thai Department of Mines, leading to discovery of new mineral deposits. During 1984 to 1988, nationwide airborne geophysical surveys was conducted, significantly providing essential basic geoscientific data for mineral resources development. In 1992, according to Evidence and Information on Mineral Resources, Basic Geology, Structural Geology, Geomorphology, Tectonic and Airborne Geophysics, Thailand's mineral provinces were identified and gained more understanding. Since 2000, the Mineral Exploration Project has been carrying out to follow up and to define high mineral potential areas in target areas. Ground follow-up investigation includes geochemical surveys, geophysical surveys, trenching and drilling. In a recent year, to date, more than 40 mineral commodities have been found and has been utilized for Thailand economic and industry, such as cement, building stone, gold, feldspar, gypsum, coal, dolomite. Moreover, mineral database have been used for policy decision-making and management. Second topic. Current geological mapping techniques or technology. The current geological mapping techniques of the Department of Mineral Resources can be divided into two main groups including aerial survey and ground survey. Aerial surveys use aerial photographs from drones and aircraft, remote sensing data, digital elevation models and airborne geophysical data. For ground survey, Various geophysical methods such as seismic, resistivity, GPR or ground-penetrating radar and magnetic, etc. Each method is applied for different purposes. The latest technology that DMR used is a 3D scanner. After children and coach of Wild Bar football team were rescued from Tham Luang Cave in Chiang Rai Province, DMR studied the geology of Tham Luang Cave by using a 3D scanner to explore the shape. The result is a 3D cavern that has never been done before. This helps to understand the characteristics of the cave in detail, clearly and accurately. In addition, DMR has a plan to apply this method of cave exploration with 3D scanner to other cave. Third topic. The process of conducting geological mapping of Department of Mineral Resource. The Department of Mineral Resources started geological mapping work since 1933. First, geologists will prepare the data before working in the field. Next they go to field for mapping and recording everything. After that process and create draft maps. Finally, the Information and Communication Technology Center will be making the map for publication and also digitized and layout according to the cartography format by AutoCAD Map and ArcGIS. Beside the digital map will be recorded on Geographic Information System of Department of Mineral Resource for using in geospatial analysis. The published scale of geological map. Nowadays, the geological maps in printed covering the whole area of the country are available in several scales such as 1 to 2,500,000, 1 to 1 million, 1 to 500,000, 1 to 250,000 and 1 to 50,000. Moreover, DMR has the digital map format. There are 1 to 250,000 and 1 to 50,000. The last topic, Geo-Information Databases of Thailand. The ICTC of DMR applies suitable technology to increase the efficiency of geological and mineral resource management and data acquisition, storage, processing and dissemination. In fiscal year 2019 and 2021, DMR develops geospatial database infrastructure system for developing of geo-information database and information system that based on high-performance servers and international standards commercial software. This geo-information database system has designed and developed a web-based application that can support the use of data in various fields, including geology, mineral resources, paleontology, environmental geology and geological disasters, which officials and the general public can access the system via URL, http://gis.dmr.go.th. However, this system is presented in Thai language. In the past, available data for the public and sharing to the other geo-information system consists of geological map information, mineral resources information, geohazards information, geo-management information and other information. By the way, the current database system is going on to update the available data to the public via our web-based application and for data exchanging via API web services from fiscal 2022 onwards. This is the example of data sharing of Thailand to CCOP, GSI project for the sharing of geoscience information among the countries in East and Southeast Asia. Currently, the Thailand WebGIS portal consists of 236 map layers distributed in 6 map catalogs, and this is the 5-year data upload plan in 6 map catalogs to update geo-information from our database system of Thailand, such as we have planned to drop some obsolete or inactive geo-information, upload the new dataset, and update existing geoinformation. The using of the Geospatial Information System from CCOP Thailand is considering on preparation of additional geoscience data into the new WebGIS according to the scoping study for the ASEAN Minerals Database and Information System, AMDIS, under MID Program Area for AMCAP Phase 2, 2021 to 2025.
But some Jabrib Sur, dear colleague from Asean member state and plus 3 country, ladies, excellency, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Ministry of Mine Energy, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you for your participation and effort in making this Asian plus 3 geological mapping technology sharing a success. We have come to the end of the hybrid webinar, and I hope all of you have learned and have a better understanding of the current geological mapping technology that have been using by ASEAN member states. However, this technology has greater effect when mindfully integrated to fit the location practice. As we look back on the MCAP Pass 2, ASEAN member states are encouraged to actively participate in every activity under CBM program area, working with the dialogue and development partner, the mineral sector, and relevant non-government actors, including private sector, civil society, and research educational institutions. It is also to support activity on trade and investment, TAM, as well as sustainable mineral development, SMD, which will be the benefits of multi-level stakeholders. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank ASEAN Secretariat and ASEAN member states for all the hard work they have put in, and I look forward to a productive and fruitful result and effective implementation of the next action line under MCAP Pass 2. I now declare the hybrid webinar on Asian plus 3 geological mapping technology sharing has come to an end, and I wish to express my gratitude to all of you for sharing your experience and thought. Thank you and stay safe.